Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our second post-match press conference for the game between Zambia and South Africa, which has ended 4-0 in favor of South Africa. We are privileged to have the head coach for South Africa, Coach Vela Khumalo. Coach, congratulations and welcome.
Thank you very much.
Coach, 3 points in the bag in the first game. How do you feel about it, and probably what's the plan for the next game?
Look, I think let me take this opportunity to thank the boys and the technical team for the good support. You know, it was going to be Zambia or us. It is always like that, and we started well, and this is what we wanted to start. We wanted to start this way, and it was a little bit tense. It was a little bit tense because we staying in the same hotel, so you know that you're going to play Zambia, and it's more like a derby in the COSAFA, and we can't get it any better than this. And we are happy that we are through, we are done with them, and we are thinking more Madagascar. And with Madagascar, we've seen them play. They're also with us in the same hotel, so we'll just have to do what we need to do. I think the best thing that needs to happen for these young boys is to qualify for AFCON. And if we can just qualify for AFCON, then we are home and dry. That's the most important thing. We were very economic. We didn't really want to keep possession. It was more of it's Zambia, let's be more direct, which we did that very well. And with the preparation going on, I think game per game and how we want to approach the game, this is going to help us a great deal. But more than anything else, if we can just qualify for AFCON, we'll be okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach. I will now invite questions from colleagues. Introduce yourself and ask your question.
Coach Elizabeth from COSAFA TV. I know earlier you mentioned that the team wasn't in camp for a long time, but the performance they have put up today is a good performance. Where do you think your team was better than Zambia today?
Look, I think more than anything else, I had 4 sessions with this team. And credit also must go to our development coaches in South Africa for developing this kind of quality, where in a short period of time they are able to adapt and understand what national team requirements are. And you just have to clap and put all of that together in a short period of time. I think that has been a concern for me to say we did not really have much of a camp. Wherein we had 4 days of preparations and like 4 sessions that I had with them. And with Zambia, what I had is that they were in the camp for the whole month, I think. So all that on its own says congratulations must also be given to our development coaches in South Africa.
Coach, my name is Mukuma from Zambia. I know it's still early days, but having watched your side crush Zambia with such a scoreline, does this pit you as a tournament favorite, or into the fact that you went out on the semi-finals last tournament?
Look, anything can still happen in football. What is key is to work on the mentality of the boys and be grounded and like I indicated earlier on, it's all about qualifying for AFCON. If we become the favorites, it's entirely from how we play, but importantly for us, we want these boys to see the bigger stages. We need to introduce them to AFCON tournament, and that will be good for development in the country, development from for COSAFA as well, to be represented by South Africa in there.
Maybe lastly, Coach, I know they were your opponents, and you indicated that Zambia were always going to be the strongest side, but you've thrashed them 4-0. Where do you think Zambia went wrong?
These are kids now, and you just never know. Maybe it was this thing of saying, in South Africa we know we always beat them. But from our side it was, no, we cannot afford to be losing against Zambia. So those are the approach maybe from the 2 teams. But at this level, you can't just take games for granted. We prepared very thoroughly, and we looked at how they have been playing in the past to COSAFA. And yes, we understand it's a new team, but maybe the philosophy will remain. And we worked against that to say if they come from the wing play, this is what we are going to do, and this is how we are going to exploit the moments where we are going to get the ball, and we did that very well, I think.
Okay. On that note, we've come to the end of our post-match press conference. We'd like to thank you, Coach, for making time with us, and wish you all the best in the next game.
Thank you very much.